There are places in America that seem frozen in time. Small towns where everyone knows each other. Or at least, they think they do. But sometimes, something watches from the darkness. Something that doesn't belong. Jason. Great. Just great. Stuck in the middle of nowhere. Jason Harper was driving back home to Omaha after visiting his parents in Kansas. It was late. Too late. Midnight had come and gone, and exhaustion was hitting him hard. He had planned to stay on the interstate, but his GPS had other plans. Recalculating, turn left in 1 mile. The voice had led him onto a narrow, cracked road surrounded by nothing but cornfields stretching into the darkness. At first, Jason didn't mind. It was a shortcut. But the further he drove, the more uneasy he felt. That's when he saw it. A figure standing among the stalks, tall, unmoving. Jason's fingers tightened on the wheel. He caught only a glimpse in the headlights. Long limbs. A featureless face, like a scarecrow without a face. Jason, just a damn scarecrow. But something was wrong. The figure hadn't been there a second ago. No signal, no GPS. No way to check how far he was from civilization. Jason glanced back at the cornfield. The figure was gone. His pulse quickened. Maybe he had imagined it. Maybe the darkness was playing tricks on him. Then, a soft tap on the window. Jason's breath caught. His hand hovered over the door lock. Slowly, he turned his head. Nothing. The road was empty. The corn swayed slightly in the wind, but there was no one there. He exhaled sharply. Jason, to himself, forcing a laugh. Okay, get it together, man. Just a long drive messing with your head. But then, from the shadows, a whisper. You're not supposed to be here. Jason froze. His eyes darted to the rearview mirror. Something moved. Not outside. Inside. A shadow in the back seat. His body reacted before his brain could. He lunged forward, grabbing the handle, throwing the door open, stumbling onto the cold dirt road. He turned back. The car was empty. The driver's door was still closed. The back seat untouched. Jason's breath came fast and shallow. He could have sworn. A rustle. His eyes snapped to the cornfield. This time, he saw it clearly. A figure stepping out from the stalks. Tall, lanky, its limbs too long, its head slightly tilted, as if it were studying him. The headlights flickered, then died. Darkness swallowed the road, and Jason ran. He plunged into the cornfield, sprinting blindly through the stalks. The dry leaves slashed at his arms, his shoes crunching over broken husks. Behind him, the footsteps followed. Not walking, running. The whisper came again, closer, this time. You're not supposed to be here. Jason didn't look back. He couldn't. He just kept running. Then, through the darkness, he saw a shape, a barn, old, rotting, half hidden by overgrown weeds. Jason bolted toward it. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of damp wood and decay. Jason's chest heaved as he leaned against the door, trying to catch his breath. Silence. Maybe he lost it. A single light bulb flickered overhead, casting weak yellow light across the barn's interior. Then, Jason noticed something. The walls. They were covered in photographs. Hundreds of them, men, women, children, all different, all staring straight ahead. Some were black and white, old. Others looked recent. Jason's stomach turned. Then, his eyes landed on one photo, and his breath stopped. It was him, taken tonight, standing next to his car, with something behind him. Jason's hands shook as he backed away. Then, the light bulb went out. A whisper, right behind him. We told you. A cold hand clamped over his mouth. The next morning, police found Jason's car abandoned on the side of the road. The doors were wide open. The engine was dead. There was no sign of Jason Harper. All they found was a photograph, pinned to the dashboard, a picture of Jason, standing in the cornfield, with something behind him. Some roads lead nowhere, and some places were never meant to be found. If you ever find yourself lost on an unfamiliar road, remember, some things are watching, and they don't want you to leave. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more terrifying tales. Have you ever experienced something strange while driving at night? Let us know in the comments. But be careful. Some roads don't want to be remembered.